Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius December 15, 2022. You're in an observant, reflective frame of mind today, and you can be attracted to the deeper layers of people and life in general. You might relish a little time to yourself. With Saturn's influence, there can be some difficulties understanding and sympathizing with people around you, and you may feel similarly unappreciated at times today. However, you'd rather observe than jump into action right now, and it's a good thing because these feelings are transient. While you can experience some dissatisfaction with your routines, you're quick to shuffle things up to make them more interesting. A flicker of light from the depths of space is growing brightly once again. This is because the outer planet, Neptune, has risen from his retrograde slumber after a long time beneath the waves. Neptune is the higher vibration of Venus, and because of this, both hold ties to love and relationships. Venus focuses our attention on more day-to-day affairs, while Neptune has the power to amplify our spirit and align us with soulmate connections. However, as Neptune takes on the lens of Pisces even more than usual, you may find that you could have become confused about if someone is truly a karmic twin flame or else just a charlatan with tricks up their sleeves. Trust your heart, but be aware of the patterns you repeat. What do you value? It might be time to reconsider your professional and financial assets, especially if you want to invest in something more fulfilling when the moon in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius. Ponder what you could do differently to meet your needs while seeking something more entertaining in your work life. By the time the moon stations void of course this afternoon for the remainder of your day, you may be ready to lay the financial plans to rest for a bit. Use this time to refocus your energy by shifting attention to other work matters. In the final hours of the moon's last visit to your financial sector for the year, it finds itself in the wrong place at the right time today. With no planetary activity on this side of the financial fence, a clash with Saturn in your friendship sector might create some financial tension but will also see the moon give money matters some much-needed attention. At the same time, a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Eris can turn any financial tension this might create into motivation. When you meet with internal resistance to your daily health practices, immediately suspend judgment. You are allowed to eat anything you want, and to spend your time in any way you see fit. There will be days when you will see fit to sit on the couch and watch TV. It is important to refrain from judging yourself. The next day you may want to drink a lot of water to clear the mucus buildup which dairy causes, or to address other effects of your behavior. Learn to do so without passing judgment. Organize the group to get some work done today. The essence of this day is sure to set the stage for a lot of productivity if you get things moving in this direction. You'll notice a stronger sense of logic, and organization will be a snap. If there are things that need your attention on the home front, make yourself a list and go for it. Before you know it, everything will be up to snuff, and you'll feel terrific about it. At the same time that Jupiter moves into his final 7 days in your communication sector Mercury, the planet of communication has just completed the first 7 days of what is normally just a 14 to 15-day visit. However, as if by design in order to not only make the most of Jupiter's final days in your communication sector but to ensure the communication lines remain open after he leaves, Mercury is instead slowing down ahead of a retrograde turn that will keep him here until February. As Jupiter works to get the communication lines open, Mercury will stay on to keep them open. While the moon was putting the focus on your relationships when Venus, the planet of love, returned to Capricorn over the weekend, it shifts more to matters of the heart as it returns for its last visit to an adventurous part of your chart for the year today. The next few days, as the moon forms a friendly aspect to planets in your romantic sector, will not only bring the spirit of romance and adventure together but in what is a taste of things to come, especially over the holiday period. Our eyes in the sky. Inspiration and luck strike early today, so if you're the type who wakes with the sun, take the initiative with your goals before this energy settles mid-morning. There are helpful aspects for love, and being close to your heart's desire should bring you joy right now. You tackle obstacles you previously thought you never could overcome. Being brave, making the most of this opportunity, you encounter people who are open and friendly, and when you respond in the same way, it opens new doors for you to explore and ultimately turn out to be extremely rewarding. Others understand that you don't want to take on any more responsibilities and in fact need time to yourself to gain a fresh perspective and determine what your true feelings are. Once you feel more refreshed and have taken the opportunity to regain your composure, you have an innate ability to interact and chat with others in a constructive way. You're acutely aware of your feelings, unperturbed. You're more in touch with your emotional state. Your thoughts are relaxed and calm. Relationships with others are constructive. You willingly make acquaintances and relate well to anyone who you happen to encounter. Look after your fitness, otherwise your well-being can be adversely affected. These romantic vibes also come with a sense of adventure, so do something out of the ordinary. If you're currently single, today is a good day to meet someone while you're out and about as well. Romantic boundaries should be fairly well received today, so if you've been meaning to talk to Bae about a need for some space in the coming days, go for it. Just make sure that you're being direct and clear in any important conversations. A perfect scenario for settling outstanding financial matters is what you desire. Of course, you must be as careful as usual when dealing with money. You have the right instincts for choosing sensible investments, and the advice you receive is far more conclusive than on other occasions. Larger purchases, a car or a house, don't faze you. At nightfall, there could be some underlying tension, so try not to step on any toes. The moon brings an extra boost of inspiration and energy, so be sure to work on any passion projects before heading to bed tonight. In the morning, the Leo moon opposes Saturn in Aquarius, engendering distance between ourselves and others. We might experience this literally through being physically separated from loved ones. Difficulty in making contact can cause us to feel lonely and unloved. However, we might also experience distance on an emotional level. People may pull away from us, seemingly unprovoked. We can be ghosted or left on read. Naturally, neither of these scenarios causes us to feel as bright and shiny as the Leo moon desires. Being scorned under this moon only adds insult to injury, as we are predisposed to sulking if we don't receive attention. However, the worst thing we can do now is to grandstand. If we push too hard to be noticed, we will only alienate our audience further. Instead, focus on managing work or attending to personal priorities. Following this, the moon trines the Sagittarius sun, mitigating the worst effects of the Moon-Saturn opposition. Although certain connections may still elude us, the Moon-Sun trine reveals that other playmates are available. If we intend to restore our confidence, we can't pine away for those who don't recognize our worth. We must choose the people who choose us. In doing so, we can forge relationships with those whose interests are better aligned with our own. And to think we might not have discovered them if we remained intent on impressing those who won't give us the time of day. The moon then enters a long void, of course, lasting until tomorrow. Avoid starting new initiatives today if possible. This lunar period is better spent working on projects already in progress.